Alright guys, so we're going to start 6B, and that's page 42. That's for intermediate level, and we're doing workbook practice. So number 1, and that's grammar, exercise number 1. So grammar, will and won't, shall, other uses. So now we're going to work on the exercise, relating to the other uses of will and won't. Okay, so exercise A, complete this extract from a romantic novel. Romantic novel with phrases A to G from the list. Okay, so we got this one, phrases. So we're gonna do that. So love at first sight. All right. Okay, so let's start reading it. They met on the train. He was reading the newspaper when she sat down next to him. She looked at him with her bright blue eyes. She felt almost frightened as she looked at him. Do I know you? She asked. No, but something is happening. I know you feel the same way, he laughed. I know, this is so strange. I've only just met you, but I already know that. But I already know that, so we're going to go with C. C is, I'll always remember you. I'll always remember you. So like, but I already know that I'll always remember you. Okay, see. And then number 2, he said. So number 2, if we're gonna go through, so I'll always remember you. And then G is good. And I'll never forget you. Remember and forget, they're close to each other. So, and I'll never forget you. So we're gonna write G here. And I'll never forget you. Yeah, because the girl's saying, I know, that's so strange. I've I've only just met you, but I already know that I'll always remember you. And number 2 saying, and I will never forget you, he said. They started talking, and as they talked, they began to feel even closer. All right. An hour later, the train stopped at the station. This is Oxford, the man said, suddenly looking worried. That means, that means, okay, number 3. Okay, so that means E, the next stop will be reading. So we're going to write E here. That means the next stop will be reading. That's where I get off the train. We need to meet again, she said. We need to meet again, she said. And then like the answer is here, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. He replied, and they swapped numbers. So I think it's about the phone number or something, number 4. Okay, yeah. Shall I give you my phone number? So we're going to go for B. Shall I give you my phone number? So the answer is yes, please, he replied. They swapped numbers. That means like she gave the number and then he gave the number to her. And 25 minutes later, the train began to slow down as it entered the station at Reading. The man stayed in his seat. This is my station, he said. Yes, I know, she replied. There was silence. Number 5, he asked. So the man asked something. And then the woman saying, yes, yes, please don't go. Okay, so let's check the answers. Number 5, I'll lose everything. Shall I stay? You will have with me. Shall I stay? So the asking question. Because the minute he asked it, so it's question. So shall I stay is D. Now we're going to put here D. Shall I stay? He asked. Shall obviously we use for suggestion or offering. Yeah. Shall I stay? This is offering. Shall I stay? He asked. Yes, yes, please. Please don't go. Come to London with me. And then the man goes, I will lose my house. I will lose my house. I will lose my house, my friends, my family. And then 6, I'll lose everything. That's a prediction. I lose everything. So that's A. I know, she said. But think of the life you will have with me. F. Think of the life you will have with me. Okay, so that's F. The man smiled sadly, then stood up and got off the train. The train door closed, and the train slowly left the station. Okay, so that's done. So now that means we can move to the next page. Sorry, I mean next exercise. So let's scroll up a bit. There you go. Right, exercise B. Are these sentences promises? So obviously we use will for promises as well, and decisions like instant decisions, as we learned in the session, right? In our class. So instant decisions, and then promises and offers. Offer we can use will, or we can use shall as well. And shall I open the window? When we say shall we go somewhere, this is suggestion. Shall we use for suggestion. Shall I use for offer. Just a reminder that we did in the class. So number one, I won't tell your girlfriend. That is promises. The promise. So P is here. I won't tell your girlfriend. It's too late to get the bus. It's too late to get the bus. I'll call a taxi. I will call a taxi. That is offer, guys. Offering. I'll call the taxi. Don't worry. I'll remember to tell her. Don't worry. I'll remember to tell her. So that is a promise. I will remember. Shall I get you some water? That is offer. I'm offering. I'll help you clean your room if you like. That's also offer. And I'll have the chocolate cake, please. So in restaurants, like when the waiter comes and what we'd like to have, so before coming to the restaurant, you wouldn't know what you're going to eat or what you're gonna have in the menu. After you've sat around the table and then see the menu, then you will see. So you will have to make instant decisions, quick decisions. So that's gonna be decision D, or I would say instant, right? Instant. It means quick decision. Instant. It means quick decision, guys. So we use will for quick decisions without any plan, right? So that's done. So this one also we can say that is decision. It's too late to get the bus, so I'm making a quick decision. I'll call a taxi. Decision also fine, guys. So now we're gonna go for C. Exercise C. Complete the sentences with will, won't, or shall, and the verb in brackets. All right, let's do that. If you want to talk, I'll be. So be, I'll be there for you always. So it's a promise. I'll be there for you always. Promise. So number two, that's question, as you can see here, question mark. So shall I? This is offer, right? So shall I carry? Shall I carry your bag for you? It looks very heavy. Come and sit down. So number three, come and sit down, Sophie. Peter, the washing up. So Peter will do the washing up. So that's the offer. Peter will do the washing up. Number four, I can't find a cheap hotel in Venice, so I think I'll look. So this is the instant decisions. I'll look at Airbnb. So I'll look at. Okay, guys. Number five, don't worry, we say anything to your parents. So that's promise. We won't, right? We won't say anything to your parents about this. That's a promise, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna see if we got any more exercise left on this page. No, that's the picture about these couples, romantic couples. So page 42 is done. So now we're gonna move to the next page now, guys.